What's up, everybody? It's your boy Hawk, and welcome back to another episode of Hawk's Hoops. Today, we're going to react and talk about the annual general manager survey that just dropped on the 18th, a couple days ago. I haven't seen it yet, so we're just going to hop right in and give some of my raw reactions to what some of the smartest minds in basketball have to say. Before we go ahead and get started, go ahead and drop a like on this video. It's much appreciated. All right, NBA.com 2020-21 GM survey. Like I said, I haven't seen this at all. 19th annual survey, 81% of responded general managers picked the Lakers to repeat. Third highest rate in history, trailing Golden State Warriors, which makes sense. So let's just hop in here. Which team will win the finals? Lakers 81%, Clippers 11%. Last year, Clippers were at 46%, which is hilarious considering how their season and their playoff performance went. 81% for the Lakers to repeat. I'm not mad at that. I just didn't expect it to be that high. I feel like there's other contenders that can actually do something, but hey, LeBron and AD, you can't be mad at it. Eastern Conference rankings, we got Milwaukee, makes sense. Brooklyn, if KD is healthy, this makes sense. Miami, okay. All right, I'm not mad at it. Boston, Philadelphia, Toronto, and then Indiana. I don't know. I guess they don't care who number 8 is. They didn't get that far. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not mad at this. I feel like the number 8 spot is pretty wide open in the East. Like that could be Orlando or like Washington, or it's a couple of teams that can slide in that 8th spot. I'm not mad at this. As a Philly fan, I would love to see Philly higher, but realistically, I mean, they could be 4th. They can fight. And these 3 positions, I know some Miami Heat fans is gonna be mad at me, but these 3 positions I see could be flipped around anyway. Philly could be as high as 3 or 5th. Even Toronto. Why is Toronto so low? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Western Conference. Lakers, Clippers, Denver, okay. Dallas, Portland at 5, Utah, Golden State, Phoenix. Phoenix! I'm not gonna hold you. I'm surprised they got Phoenix making the playoffs. I mean, we saw them in the bubble. They went 8-0, and I guess the addition of Chris Paul, in my opinion, is gonna be huge. But I'm just surprised they have him there. Actually, to be honest with you. Because then who are we missing? The Spurs aren't making the playoffs, and the Pelicans could be a fight for this 8th seed. That's going to be interesting. Love the fact that everybody's got respect on Denver's name, got them being the 3rd spot. I feel like Denver was for a little bit at a point in time, maybe a couple years ago, when they were seen as an up-and-coming team that could do something. Now people, I think, have the respect for them being like legit title contenders. At least in my eyes, they are. Loving the Luka love right here, but this 4th spot is going to be really contingent on how healthy Porzingis is. If Porzingis doesn't play well this year and isn't that healthy, they're going to drop down a little bit. They'll still make the playoffs because Luka's great. But honestly, if they're in like this 4th seed right here, or can somehow fight and get that 3rd seed, you could see a lot of talk for Luka potentially winning MVP. In my opinion, I'm assuming they got an MVP. I'm assuming they have an MVP choice in here as well. Oh, look at that. Who will win MVP? So we got Giannis at 32%. And then that would be 3-time MVP if he did that, which would be interesting. Luka for number 2, Anthony Davis, LeBron tying in percentage at number 3, KD in Brooklyn. Jokic? Okay, I'm not mad at that. Giannis had a landslide last year. Honestly, I think for storylines, because we all know MVP is decided on a lot by the media, and the media loves storylines. My pick for MVP this season, just going into it, is Luka, personally. And if after that, I just don't see them giving it to Giannis 3 times in a row, unless he comes out with an amazing jump shot. Not even amazing, but a solid jump shot. They could then do that, but I think they're going to want to see some sort of improvement from him in order for them to give it to him 3 times in a row. It sounds unfair because even if Giannis does exactly the type of numbers he did last year, that's still an amazing MVP caliber season. But I think they're going to want to see some sort of improvement from him, just as the narrative, storylines, things like that. You're starting a franchise today and can tie any player. Who would it be? Giannis. And Luka ties. I'm happy to see that. Like I said, Luka Mania. I am all on the Luka hype train. I'm not going to hold you. And I'm not mad at this at all. Anthony Davis, 7%. For LeBron James, Zion Williamson. That's just some hype. I don't really know why Zion's there. And I don't know why. No offense to LeBron James, but if you're starting a franchise, you're not starting with what is he, 35 now going to be this year? Yeah, you're not starting that with LeBron. That's cap. Low-key, even Anthony Davis, as great as he is, how old is Anthony Davis? Let's find out. So Anthony Davis is 27. All right, I can see why he got some votes. How old is Giannis? Giannis is 26. So I guess if you're going to be willing to start with Giannis at 26, I don't see why you want to start with Anthony Davis as well at just 27. But to me, Luka makes the most sense here for this category. Which player forces coaches to make the most adjustments? James Harden, LeBron, Steph, Giannis, Luka, and then Jokic. They tied. Anthony Davis and Dame also got some votes. I'm honestly surprised Dame's not a little higher, considering he kind of can shoot at that same clip of players like Steph and Harden can. Harden, I guess, kind of sort of makes the most sense considering how he plays. He's just trying to get fouled and he's trying to shoot crazy three-pointers. LeBron James is LeBron James. He can kind of do anything on the court. Steph Curry is going to shoot from the logo. Honestly, I feel like how can I say this without sounding disrespectful? I'm surprised that Giannis is on this list at all, personally. I feel like in the playoffs these last couple of seasons, we've seen how to stop Giannis. So I feel like you don't really need to make that many adjustments because you already know what the adjustment is. You pack the paint and you build a wall around like the rim, and then he can't do much. That's how Boston's beat him in the past. That's how Toronto was able to play so much great defense on him in the past. So I don't know. Maybe the fact that you have to do that is the adjustment. That's the way they're looking at it. But these players up here, I feel like you have to actually think about a little bit more because they can adapt on the fly. Whereas unless Giannis gets a jump shot, it really is just pack the paint. No offense to Giannis, though. Great player. Which player is most likely to have a breakout season? Hey, SGA, Michael Porter Jr. I'm really excited to see both of these players this season. SGA had a great season playing alongside Chris Paul last year. Michael Porter Jr. has I think, the ability to really be a superstar in this league. He's got the body for it, and he has definitely the skill for it. De'Aaron Fox, definitely gonna break out this year. Devin Booker, I feel like that's almost like a loaded question because we all know Devin Booker is a legitimate star in this league. He just hasn't seen much success in terms of winning, but hopefully with the addition of Chris Paul next to him, they could really do something. And in Zion, I think people are just really excited to see Zion. I don't necessarily think Zion's gonna have a breakout season. I think Zion's gonna, if Zion's healthy, I think he can continue to put up the numbers that we saw him put up in the bubble this year. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Zion averages at least 20 this season. Like, just the way he's built and the way he's been playing, he's got a decent handle. His second jump is crazy. Like, Zion could easily average 20. Let's see some of these other votes. Deandre Ayton, once again, the addition to Chris Paul. Chris Paul thrives and makes pick and roll bigs look amazing. He had DeAndre Jordan getting crazy contracts, looking great. I mean, no offense to DeAndre Jordan, he's a good player, but like, in a different system without Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan isn't DeAndre Jordan. So he basically has, in my opinion, a more skilled version of that in DeAndre Ayton. So their pick and roll game already has been looking good, and even these couple of preseason games. Bol in Denver. Denver released a whole lot of footage from their training camp, and Bobo was killing people in training camp. I was kind of disappointed we didn't see more of him in the preseason, but hopefully he gets some minutes this season and can turn out to be a good player. He's got a very interesting build. He can shoot a little bit. Like, he's like a low-key 2K demigod if he gets unleashed. Mikal Bridges. It's a lot of Phoenix players on this list. I think a lot of that has to do with the addition of Chris Paul and what he can do to that team. Luka's on here. I mean, he could get better. Kevin Durant in Brooklyn. I guess breakout season meaning he comes back healthy from his injury. Gordon Hayward in Charlotte. New city, new opportunities. Tyler Hero in Miami. Yeah, he could take a step up. Lauri Markkanen in Chicago. I love Lauri Markkanen. I just really like his game. Chicago's just trash, unfortunately. Ja Morant in Memphis, continuing to do good. Jamal Murray, Jason Tatum. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Who is the best point guard in the NBA? Okay, here we go. Steph Curry, Dame, Luka. Is Luka really listed at point? Let me go to Basketball Reference. Wow, yeah. Basketball Reference, Luka is considered point guard and shooting guard. I kind of looked at him a little bit more as a 2, but I mean, that makes sense. I'm not mad at it. Chris Paul, number 4. It just goes to show the longevity of Chris Paul's career that he's still considered a top 5 point guard by most GMs this late in his career, even considering all like the injuries he's suffered through. It really is a testament to his career, in my opinion. LeBron James. They got LeBron James listed at point guard. Now, he better not pop up on this list later when they talk about best either small forwards or power forwards. That's all I got to say. He just better not pop up on that list. James Harden also listed here. Wow, Steph Curry, 90% last year. Goes to show the power of Steph Curry. He probably only has this little bit of percentage. 2 reasons. 1, Dame had a great season last season, and Steph's coming off of an injury. The best shooting guard. Okay, see, I knew we were going to do this. So that means LeBron is 1. We already seen it there, but that means James Harden is listed. I wish they didn't do this and just had people listed. Oh, because Luke was on this list too. Yeah, I personally wish they didn't do this. If you're gonna, whatever. I never mind. I guess I can see why they did it. Some GMs maybe considered Harden as a point guard, while others considered him as a 2. All right, whatever. James Harden, Bradley Beal, also Luka on here. Jimmy Butler, gotta respect him. Devin Booker. Devin Booker is number 5 with only 4%. I mean, mainly because everyone voted for James Harden. That makes sense. That means 4% of people thought Devin Booker was the best. Wow. Best small forward, LeBron James, Kawhi, KD. Also receiving votes, Giannis and Luka. LeBron, that makes sense. Kawhi, KD. How did Luka? Woo! Best power forward, Giannis, makes sense. LeBron, Anthony Davis. That's actually really interesting that AD and then LeBron's still here. Does everyone in the NBA just love LeBron James? I mean, I guess it makes sense. I'm starting to sound like a hater. Let me move on. Best center in the league, Luka, Anthony Davis, and Giannis. You know what's really funny about this? The only actual center on this list is Jokic. I think I said Luka, my fault. But yeah, the only actual center on this list is Jokic. Anthony Davis, if you asked him, he would call himself a 4. He hates playing center. And I'm not calling Giannis a center. I don't care. Best defensive player in the NBA, Giannis, Anthony Davis, Kawhi, and Rudy. Shout out to Rudy for just signing that, getting that bag. Bam, Jimmy Butler. Last year it was Kawhi. I'm not mad at this at all. We all know Giannis can literally almost guard anybody. Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. Best international player in the league, Giannis, Luka, and Jokic. Okay. Oh, offseason moves. Who made the best overall moves this offseason? The Lakers. I mean, yeah, they made a lot of maybe moves to maybe just retool, keep some of their core pieces, and just try to get better to repeat. The Suns, literally the addition of adding Chris Paul was great for them. It truly can push them into playoffs. Thunder, they now have 1 million first-round picks. I'm not mad at that. The Hawks, the Bucks. Oh, and then the Sixers. Hey, shout out to my guy Daryl Morey. Blazers. What did the Blazers do this offseason? Off the top of my head, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, which one player acquisition will make the biggest impact? Okay, there we go. Chris Paul. Everyone thinks that was huge. Exactly. Drew Holiday from Milwaukee. Serge Ibaka for the Clippers. Bogdanovich to Atlanta, Brooklyn. Okay. All right. I'm not mad at these. Most of these so far, like this section, has been pretty standard, I guess I'll say. Or non-controversial is the better phrase. Most underrated player acquisition. Serge Ibaka to the Clippers is the most underrated. Steven Adams to New Orleans. I don't think that's crazy underrated. Honestly, I don't even know how that's going to work personally. I don't think Steven Adams and Zion can coexist on the basketball court together that often. So I don't know why that's underrated. Honestly, I love Steven Adams, and I think he can fit in a lot of different systems, but New Orleans, I don't think was that system that he could have fit in. Robert Covington to Portland. I do love that. And Steph Curry to Philly. Obviously, I love that. Come on now. What else was there? Nicholas Batum. Honestly, I swear to you, I thought he was out of the league. Bogdanovich is great. Cousins to Houston. That was a good pickup. Chris Dunn to Atlanta. How did I miss Chris Dunn going to Atlanta? Derek Favors to Utah. Marcus Gasol to the Lakers. That was a big pickup. Montrezl Harrell, Drew Holiday. Luke Kennard to the Clippers. Kelly Oubre Jr. Really excited to see him in Golden State. Also excited to see Golden State with Wiggins. I think I mentioned that in another video. But I'm really excited to see Wiggins over there as well. Tristan Thompson of Boston. I don't think anybody's really excited about that much, but he is the type of center that they need, someone who can be a little mobile, play some pick and roll defense, get some rebounds. Yeah, I guess that fits. Most surprising move this offseason, Gordon Hayward to Charlotte. I agree. I did not see that coming. John Wall, Russell Westbrook trade. Okay. Jeremy got to Detroit. Montrezl to the Lakers. Definitely was surprised by that one. Marcus Gasol and Serge Ibaka leaving Toronto. That's why they don't have to. That's why they had Toronto so low. I forgot both of them left. Okay. Drew Holiday, Milwaukee. Chris Paul to Phoenix. I'm surprised that one's actually not higher on that list. Oh, Rookie of the Year. Okay. Melo, James Wiseman. I'm not even gonna. Obi Toppin. Okay. Anthony Edwards. As much love as Anthony Edwards has gotten, I'm surprised he's actually this slow. James Wiseman will be interesting. To see how much burn he gets on a Golden State Warriors team that's actually trying to be good and make the playoffs. I definitely think Melo has the best shot because they're just gonna let him go out there and do whatever he wants. So as long as he doesn't look absolutely doo-doo and keeps his efficiency solid, I think it'll go to him. But then we go, which rookie best player in 5 years? Wiseman, Melo, Anthony Edwards, Patrick Williams. Okay, that makes sense. I'm not, like I said, these aren't really that controversial. Which rookie was the biggest steal? We're going to just move past this section because, I don't watch college ball that much. I don't watch college ball enough, and the fact that the tournament wasn't here for me to even pay attention to these that much. Okay. Who's the best coach of the NBA? Eric Spoelstra in Miami. I can't even be mad at that because I guarantee you nobody in their right mind thought the Miami Heat were going to make the NBA Finals. No one. And I'm going to give a lot of that love to Spo. A lot of that love to Eric Spoelstra. Nick Nurse. Still got to show love to Popovich, even though his team's not that great. Brad Stevens. Okay. The best manager / motivator of people. Spoelstra, Popovich, Kerr, Doc Rivers, and Malone. Okay. Best in-game adjustments. Once again, Spoelstra, Rick Carlisle. I definitely heard that about him a lot. Toronto and Brad Stevens. Clearly, Spoelstra is the best coach in the league. Hands down, clearly. New or relocated coach, biggest impact on their team. Steve Nash to Brooklyn. I'm really interested in seeing how Steve Nash coaches his Brooklyn team. It's his first time being a head coach. Like, he was a part of the coaching staff, or I guess I'll say player development staff for a couple of years, and with the Warriors. But the fact that he is their head coach for a team that's looking to make some moves and make a big splash right away is interesting. Doc Rivers on Philly. I'm excited to see him there. We needed some changes in the head coach department, so I'm excited. Tyronn Lue in the Clippers. Van Gundy, Billy Donovan. Tom Thibodeau. He's going to run them young New York players to the ground. Best assistant coach in the NBA. D'Antoni, Finch. Okay, I don't really care about that. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, interesting. Active player make the best head coach someday. Chris Paul, of course. Rondo. Okay, I can see that. Oh, yeah. Udonis Adams is definitely going to be a coach someday. But I don't really know if he's going to be a head coach. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if I see Udonis Adams necessarily being a head coach, but he's definitely going to be somebody else. He's definitely going to be on some team's coaching staff. Most promising young core. Pelicans, Grizzlies, Hawks, Celtics, Nuggets, Mavericks. Honestly, I don't know why the Nuggets aren't higher, but maybe people aren't considering them young anymore because they're starting to get so much experience in the playoffs. Best passer, Bron, Jokic, and Luka. That's very interesting. And then Chris Paul to Phoenix. Okay. The toughest player in the NBA, Steven Adams. My guy, PJ Tucker, Jimmy. Okay. Most versatile player, LeBron, of course. Giannis, AD, Kawhi. Makes sense. Which player do you want taking a shot with a game on the line? Here we go. We got Damian Lillard, Steph, KD, Luka, and Chris Paul. Denver, Booker's still getting some love. Jamal Murray's getting some love. Actually, Steph Curry was the number 44. Steph Curry really was dominating the league. I can't even hold you there. Like, Steph, I'm really excited to see Steph back. This one I find the most interesting because it's really showing who they think the best closers are, I guess. Dame, of course. Steph, of course. KD. I'm loving the love that Luka's getting. He legitimately is a superstar in the league, and I'm just happy to see other people, other GMs realize that. Overall, I think the GMs kind of played it safe, and they kind of voted in a way that I kind of predicted, but I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Well, this video was a little longer than I expected and a little longer than usual, but if you made it this far, I definitely appreciate you. Leave a like if you did. Let me know in the comments what section, or I guess we'll say question, that you thought was the most interesting in the survey, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.